Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. If you're tuning in for the first time, most welcome. And if you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for your loyalty and for this journey. So today we are celebrating hitting the 1000 subscriber mark. Yeah, I said it. I hit 1000 subscribers and I am so proud of myself, and I'm just gonna do the happy dance. Yeah, so thank you so much. I know you're wondering what is going on with my hair. I've just washed it, conditioned it, and I'm about to go braid it. So anyway, before I go to that, today, in light of hitting the 1000 subscriber mark, I'm gonna be doing a get to know me tag. So most of you have been watching me since the beginning, and I'm sure you'd like to know a few things about me. So today I'm gonna grant you that privilege. And yeah, before I return and do that, let me just go braid my hair and I'll be right back. So I'm sure that is one more thing you don't know about me. Yeah, I can do my own hair. So see you right back. Hi guys, so I'm back. That took a while. I went to make my hair. I thought I would take like maybe 1 hour, 2 hour, but oh my god, the struggle is real. Though you can see the end product is really nice. So I managed to fix my hair, but I couldn't finish in time. It took the whole afternoon. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing, though it's worth the while, because you know, when you're making your own hair, then you can be gentle with your hair. When you're stretching it, you don't break it. Don't you just hate when somebody is maybe braiding your hair or straightening it out and they literally just pull it and you can see the breakage? It's freaking bad. So that's why I prefer to make my own hair. Anyway, back to our video. So about me. Question number one, what's my name? Well, my full names are Angela Nafula Owoko, and I was named after my maternal grandma who passed away just recently. God rest her soul. But yeah, that is where my name comes from, and it's Angela with a J. And my Asian friends would call me Anjali, Angela. I respond to all that, and my short form for my name is commonly Angie. So most of my friends, especially my Kenyan friends, would just call me Angie. So that's my name, and as you can see maybe from the video, I like to use Angie or Woko. Secondly, where do I come from? I am Kenyan. I come from Kenya. I come from the western part. I'm a Luhya by tribe. So that is where I come from, the western part of Kenya, very close to Uganda. So we guys have the privilege of just literally crossing the border on foot. If you're going to shop, not very far, just close to the border. We don't even have to carry our passports. Don't tell anyone. But yeah, that's something very cool. Literally, like, our living room is in Uganda and the kitchen is in Kenya, you see. Anyway, not freaking like that, but get the point. Thirdly, where do I live? Well, currently I am living and working in Qatar. I've been here for a couple of months now. I've gone through the summer and now it's winter, and it's funny how I put on my jacket almost all the time. I don't do well with cold. Somebody told me it's because I'm cold-blooded. Is that even a thing? That if you're cold-blooded, you can't withstand cold temperatures? Maybe, I don't know, but yeah, I can't stand cold. If it's cold, I'll just shiver, or I'll need to put on something warm. So yeah, I'm currently living and working in Qatar. Another thing, what do I like to do on my free time? Honestly, I just love to watch movies. During my off days, I would, if I'm not going out, which I don't go out much nowadays. That's why you don't see so many videos lately of me being out. I am an indoor person. I just like staying indoors and catching up with a good movie. I like comedies. I have on my computer Friends season 1 to 10. I would watch it over and over again, and it never stops being funny. I laugh and laugh and laugh. I love those characters. Almost I feel like I'm a part of them. So I just finished that season. Currently I'm not watching anything. I've been watching just maybe lately many YouTube videos. But yeah, that's something that I like to do on my like my favorite my favorite pastime my favorite pastime my favorite pastime activity is just watching movies. I wouldn't say swimming. Do I do sport? I wouldn't say I do sport, but I work out from time to time. I like doing yoga, sometimes going for swimming, though, because it's winter, though it's not as cold as you may think. As you can see, I'm having a sleeveless top, and it's warm in the room. Not very warm, it's just a very agreeable temperature. The AC is off. That is something really nice. So when the weather is agreeable, I like to go swimming. So I swim, I do yoga meltdown. Sometimes walking or running on the treadmill. That's basically what I do. Not regularly, I would say. I'm not very consistent with my workout. I can tend to be very lazy at times, especially if I have to do, because before I was getting to the office at 8 and I was not working very far from the office, so I would literally like wake up at let's say 6:30, and 30 minutes would be good enough for like a workout, and then I freshen up and get ready for work. But now I have to wake up by 5. Honestly, I can't wake up at 4:30 to work out. I love sleeping. Even waking up at 5 is a struggle. I snooze my alarm almost twice, so I can't work out in the morning. And I've been pushing myself lately to work out in the evening. Today I did it, yesterday I did it, and I want to keep it up. I want to make it a lifestyle, because I know it's important actually for our health. I also love to eat really healthy. I avoid junk on so many occasions. My goodness, but the temptation is real, because again, when I was working at my previous office, I would go for a week without snacking, without eating junk, because I wouldn't buy junk, and it wouldn't really bring itself to me. But in my current office, there's always somebody bringing cake. There's always somebody giving out chocolates. There's always somebody giving out sweets, somebody coming back from vacation from India, and you know those Indian sweets that are so irresistible. And there's maybe somebody celebrating a birthday and they bring cake, and maybe it's Diwali, and maybe it is this and that and those, or somebody offering to buy breakfast, those very nice sandwiches and fries. And what I've taught myself lately is to just say no, pass, and say I'm good. I carried my breakfast, and my breakfast is usually what? Oatmeal and yogurt. Oatmeal mixed with yogurt and slices of bananas. So I would just really say I'm good, because I was starting to gain so much weight when I moved to that office. I was starting to gain so much weight. My cheeks were getting full. Maybe they look a little bit fuller, but I'm really working on it. Yeah, so I've learned to pass you know, on those occasions where I have to eat junk, where if somebody is giving chocolate, because I know if I take it, I'll be tempted to eat it. So I'll just say, no, I'm good. I'm watching my diet right now, so I'm good. So yeah, that is that. And something else about me. My favorite childhood memory. It's not favorite because it's not something good that happened to me, but this is something that I vividly remember. And this is what happened. If you are a Kenyan, you will be familiar with this game called Kati. So this game, there are the basic one is 3 players. So one player will be in the middle, and then there will be 2 people standing on the opposite sides of each other, throwing the ball at each other, really trying to hit this person in the middle with the ball. So if you miss, if you dodge the ball from the person from this side, then you look at the person from the other side, also tries to hit you with the same ball, goes collect the ball, like that. And once you get hit, your turn is up, then you go to the end, and they're either of the 2 people come into the middle. So this is what happened. There's another now advanced version of this Kati, where now there are many players in the middle and still 2 players on either side, trying to hit these many players with the ball. If you're hit, you're out. You hit, you're out. So when I was about 9 years, 10 years old, we were supposed to be going home from school at around 4, lower primary. But I was really mischievous, man. My friends and I used to love to play. Okay? So what happened is this. Because my sisters were in upper primary, they had not yet gone home. I stayed back to play because my mother wouldn't ask, like, how comes you guys are home and Angela is not home? So I stayed back to play. And as we were playing this game, there were really these sharp poles, you know, for the fence. We were playing close to the fence, and there were these sharp poles standing like this. And as I was dodging the ball, you know, I just came and hit my face straight like this, bam! And my world stopped for a minute. It was so terrible. You see right here, if you can see this scar right here, yep, that's why I remember it so well, because it left a scar. This one over here. So I hit my head on this thing, and blood started oozing out, and my friends were freaking out, and now I was afraid to go home, because my mother used to be a chief disciplinarian. And because it was my fault, I was playing. I stayed back at school to play when I was supposed to be at home. I knew I would be punished for this, so I went to the tap. I tried to wash off the blood, but it just kept coming out and out and out. And when the blood finally clotted or something, you could see the white flesh open like this. And I didn't know what to do, so I devised a story of what to tell my mom so that she would not punish me. So I went home. You know, it was almost 6, and the upper primary were about to, you know, finish their prep and go home. So I had to go home. Anyway, I couldn't like stay, you know, spend the night at school. So I went home. You know, it was a short distance from school. So I went home, and I used the back door, the kitchen door, and our house help was making dinner. So as I went in, I was, you know, covering the place like this, and she was like, Angela, what happened to you? And I said, nothing. And I walked past her, and I went to the bathroom to check. You know, I hadn't seen how bad the thing was, but my head was really hurting. So I went and I checked, and she followed me stealthily, and as I was looking at myself in the mirror, and she was like, oh my God, Angela, what happened to you? And I was like, nothing, I told you it's nothing. And my mom is a very paranoid person. She's like, what is it? So she comes running, And she looks at me and she totally freaks out, like, oh my God, what happened? And there I am with my story. Oh, as we were coming home from school, we met this madman. You know, there was this madman whom we used to call a witty or a witty, something like that. Really, he would chase us, run after us as we were coming from school, but it never got into anything serious. So I thought this would be a good cover story. So I told my mom, as we were coming home from school, Owiti was chasing us, and I fell and hit my head on a stone. And she bought the story. She didn't have time to figure out how it happened. She had to get, some first aid for me. So our next door neighbor was a nurse. So my mom held my hand. I was still in uniform. I couldn't even change. My mom is paranoid. Any mom would be, I mean. So we went to this neighbor, and she looked at me and she was like, no, this thing needs stitching immediately. So I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So again, my mom held my hand. We walked to the hospital. The good thing is that we lived close to the school, close to the church, close to the hospital. Everything was at close proximity to our home. So we walked to the hospital, just keeping quiet, hoping that my mom would never find out that I lied. So I got to the hospital. I was stitched. I did not cry, There was, I think, 4 or 5 stitches. I think you can still see the mark of one stitch. So I was stitched on that place, and they put a bandage on me, and I went back home. So the funniest part of this thing is that my elder sister was asked to clean me up because I couldn't shower on my own. I was in pain. I was not supposed to bend. So she was told to just wash my legs, and we really never used to like each other at that age. We loved to hate each other, if you know what I mean, and to tell on each other at any possible occasion. So she washed me fine because my mom said she should do it. Then I went to bed early. And then came the following day. We went to school. And of course, there were so many witnesses to this thing. And they told my sisters, they told my sisters the truth about what happened. And they were like, wait until we get home. We are going to tell on you. So, of course, when we got home, they told on me. I don't remember what my mom did, but I'm sure she did not beat me. But they were like, you wait and see. You're going to get punished. Why did you lie? Everyone, from the first to the, I don't know how many. We were 5 of us at that time. I think 6 of us. But, the last one was really young, and this other one, the second last was smaller, and then it was me. So they're like, we're going to tell on you. And they told my mom. I don't really remember what my mom did, but I'm sure she did not beat me. But she really scolded me, and she said, next time when it's time to go home, you go home straight. Don't have to stay back. So that's a very funny memory that I always have, and I always laugh at the part where my lie was really discovered, and yeah, I learned my lesson. The scar is a living testimony. Yeah, so that is life. When you have a really strict mom, it happens sometimes. You just lie to protect yourself. I changed, don't worry. I'm not a liar anymore. So, I think for now, that's it. I don't know if there is any other thing you'd like to know about me. And please, if you liked this story and you want me to tell you guys more of my childhood memories, because I have a bunch of them, just comment down below if you want to hear more of these funny stories. I have a bunch. And yeah, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share, and just make someone laugh. And if you're not a subscriber, as you've seen, At the beginning of this video, I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I couldn't have done it without you guys, and I really appreciate your support. And if you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? It's free. Just click on that red button down below this video, and I will be seeing you guys on the next video. I'll really make a point of making regular videos. I know I said that before, but now I have time. I have time. I have 2 off days. I'll tell you more about that on another video, but I have more time now to do this. And you guys, I got you. Coming up with good stories and good content for you guys. I love you so much, and cheers. Goodbye.